Now, I took a mirror, not this little, oh my gosh, I have lettuce in my teeth. Just joking. I took a big mirror and I did positive affirmations in front of the mirror and it changed my life. I did positive affirmations that made me a millionaire, attract my soulmate, and help me live my dream life. And in this video, I'm gonna share with you the tricks of positive affirmations so that you can create the life you want quicker, faster, and easier. If that sounds good to you, then you're gonna like this video. Now, before we get into it, just a quick public service announcement. If you enjoy this video, make sure you hit the like button on it. Give me a comment down below that says I create my reality. Make sure you hit the bell notification to get notified for new videos, even if you're already subscribed. And I have a free success hypnosis. It's jakeshypnosis.com. It's right there down below, pinned in the description and in the comments. It's my free success hypnosis to reprogram your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind, psychologists now tell us, controls 95% of your life. And here's a crazy thing. It's just a bunch of affirmations playing all day. Stanford University says that we have 65,000 thoughts in a day. Those are just affirmations. Well, most of them are negative. Most of them are redundant. And you can reprogram it, and I have a free success hypnosis, jakeshypnosis.com, right there. You can check it out. Big idea number one is to use repetition. And instead of just telling you in theory, why don't we start with a little story about rats? So there's a bunch of rats and researchers at the University of California, Berkeley. And they demonstrated in a study on a bunch of laboratory rats. And they found that rats living in enriched environments, which was sharing a cage with siblings and offspring, having access to a bunch of different toys, they had larger brains. And they had more neurons and more connections between those neurons than the rats that lived in less rich environments. So think about that. That's pretty crazy. And there's a couple key words there. Is they were repeatedly exposed to enriched environments. Repeatedly. And then the other rats were just left alone. They didn't have the toys. They didn't have that type of environmental engagement on a daily basis. And the crazy thing is, the ones that had the repetition of it, guess what? They had bigger brains. They actually had more neurons. They had more synaptic connections, more developed cells in their brain. Okay, Jake, so what the is the point of that? When we learn new things and we have new experiences, we literally change our brains. Nobel laureate Eric Kandel showed that when new memories are formed in your brain, the number of synaptic connections in the sensory neurons, they double. But unless the new learning is repeated over and over, the increased number of connections in your brain, they fall back to the original in just a matter of weeks. So positive affirmations are actually very scientific. The WebMD official scientific definition and terms of neuroplasticity are pruning and sprouting, which means pretty much exactly how it sounds. Getting rid of neural connections, patterns, circuits, and creating new ones. Pruning or sprouting. Now this leads us into big idea number two. Don't think of it as an affirmation. Think of it as a picture-based prototype. You might be wondering, what the heck are you talking about? So Aaron Rodgers, quarterback for the Green Bay Packers, probably the best quarterback in the NFL other than Tom Brady. And leading up to the Packers' 2011 Super Bowl win, it was a playoff game. And the Packers were the underdogs, and they won 48-21 against the top-seeded Atlanta Falcons. So Rodgers completed 31 of 36 passes, which is 86.1% completion percentage. Literally, the all-time best in the playoffs. But here's the thing, check this out. In an interview with USA Today after the game, Rodgers said, and I quote, "In the 6th grade, a coach taught us about the importance of visualization. When I'm in a meeting, when I'm watching game film, or I'm in bed before I go to sleep, I always visualize making those plays. A lot of those plays that I made in the game, I thought about. As I'm on the couch, I visualized making them. Okay, but it gets even crazier because Rogers slipped out of a couple really big sacks in that game, and he said that he visualized the majority of those sacks and how he would hypothetically slip out of them. Okay, isn't that crazy? That's a spiritual-based prototype, an image-based prototype. And it's not just Aaron Rodgers, one of the most successful golfers ever, Jack Nicklaus. He actually wrote in his book, Golf My Way, he said, quote, "I never hit a shot, even in practice, without having a very sharp, in-focus picture in my head. It's like a clear movie. First, I see the ball, where I want it to finish, nice and white and sitting on high, bright green grass. Then the scene quickly changes and I see the ball going there. Its path, its trajectory, and its shape, even its behavior on landing. Then there's a sort of fade out and the next scene shows me making the kind of swing that will turn the previous images into reality. Only at the end of this short private Hollywood spectacular do I select a club and then hit the ball." So what's the point of these stories? Well, the image-based prototype is like a mirror that reflects back to you. Your mind works in pictures. So stop thinking of affirmations just like a string of words. Think of it as a picture or as an imagined prototype, right? You need a prototype before you can create anything, right? You get a prototype and you get it from the manufacturer and they send it to you and hopefully it reflects back how you imagined or better. And then after you get that prototype from the factory, then you can sell that product or that widget onto the market. But it's the exact same thing in reality. The factory, though, is your mind, and once you deliver the image-based prototype, then your mental machine can create it in reality. Now, I talk about this story a lot, but I want to, instead of make it abstract, I want on this channel to do the best I can to just explain what's worked for me. And when I did this, my life changed. The way I did it is I would imagine my YouTube channel going viral, and I had a image-based prototype of refreshing my browser on my computer. And then when I refreshed the Google Chrome, all of a sudden I saw thousands of new subscribers and holy crap, my videos are going viral. And I jump up to go yell to my wife. And the crazy thing is I went from 5,000 YouTube subscribers to over 680,000 YouTube subscribers. And in 1 month, I got more subscribers and views than my entire channel. And the crazy thing is they were old YouTube videos that had already been up there. In other words, once I clearly delivered the image-based prototype to my subconscious along with my affirmation, which I'll share with you exactly how to do that in just a minute, then it kicked into gear old videos to go viral. So big idea number 3 is don't just repeat the words, practice new emotions. So Dr. Joe Dispenza in his fabulous book, You Are the Placebo, he has a quote and he says, "Consciously marry your thoughts and intentions with a heightened state of emotion, such as joy or gratitude. Once you can embrace the new emotion and you get more excited, you're bathing your body in the neurochemistry that would be present if that future event were actually happening. It could be suggested that you're giving your body a taste of the future experience." So think about those lab rats, the ones that brains were bigger, the ones that had more neural connections. What happened? They had a repeated taste of a new environment. Nobel Prize laureate Eric Kandel said the exact same thing, that new memories are what create new synaptic connections. But here's the thing, your brain doesn't know the difference between an imagined memory and a real memory. The key is the emotion that you attach to it. So emotions are how you trigger new cells and synaptic connections, not just words. And that's why I'm so big on success hypnosis. I have a free success hypnosis. It's right there down below, pinned to the comments and in the description. It's jakeshypnosis.com right there down below. And what I would do is repetition with a clear image and emotion attached to it. And my affirmation was that I'm so happy and grateful that I have a world-renowned YouTube channel making millions of dollars and inspiring millions of people. That's my affirmation. But then I had the mental image, which was me at the computer. And then as I'm saying that affirmation, I'm getting freaking excited. So here's how you do it. Pick your affirmation in the present tense. Begin it with, I am so happy and grateful now that. And then fill the rest in with your affirmation in the present tense. Once you write that down, and it might be, I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm making $5,000 a month as a successful local real estate agent. It might be, I'm so happy and grateful now that I've attracted my soulmate and we've started a wonderful family. It might be, I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm out of all my financial debt and I have a positive net worth of $100,000. Right? It could be anything you want. But once you pick that, then build the image of what it looks like. So now the affirmation isn't a string of words. It's now a totally real picture. And once you build that picture, then step 3 is to practice feeling the elevated emotions of that picture as a reality. So then when you're doing your affirmation, you're repeating it in the car, you're repeating it in front of the mirror, you're seeing it. You're seeing yourself selling the real estate. You're seeing yourself in your dream home. You're feeling yourself walking on the beach with your soulmate. You're in the picture of the future. And that distinct picture now feels as real as reality. So if you're already practicing affirmations, go ahead and give this a try. If you've done it before and it hasn't worked, give it one more try. Suspend your disbelief. If you never tried it before, use this simple process to start to get real results with your affirmations. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to let me know right there down below by saying, I create my reality. Check out my free success hypnosis pinned to the comments and in the description right there down below. Smash the like button on this video and be sure to check out some of the other videos that we have on how to reprogram your subconscious.